Hello, everyone. I just watched the first two episodes of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and this is a. I want to make this extremely clear right now. I did not watch the show growing up. I actually, when I was growing up, this would probably be the right time when I was watching on this channel. So I was watching this channel while it was on, but I actually never came across it. Weird to say. So in that sense, I'm just like I really missed it out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I really missed the show. Oh great, oh no, I really freaked out about that. But it's really good. Of course it is. It has a huge cult following, has a great big praise for it. It's easily one of the best anime shows of our time, and it's been highly acclaimed, highly loved, highly beloved. It's pretty much like the Lord of the Rings cartoon slash anime version. Like, there's this real richness of this world. Now, there's a lot of history and there's a lot of evolution to it, a lot of philosophy, a lot of great calling out to society of today, and shows a really smart idealistics of what man has always done to it. And basically, here's my first impressions of the first two episodes. Basically, there's these four nations: Earth, Wind, Fire, and Earth, Wind, Fire, Earth, and Earth. Essentially, how did I miss that? Oh well. And basically, I think they've all been at war with each other since the beginning of its own time. I mean, why? I think because there's like this airbender. I'm like, I think there's this one airbender who can change it all together. He's learned all these and he's mastered all these. And there's like a point in his story where they really need him, but he walked off and he said, "No, I'm not helping." He just walked away. I don't know. They should explain that. I wish they explained that. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Another nitpick I have with that is that there's only one. Like, why? I think there should be like more than just one simple. It kind of, because it kind of taps into the mind like this is kind of like the chosen one. And like what they do in Harry Potter and Dune and Star Wars, like here's this person who is really meant to change a lot of the fate in this world. Oh, and Lord of the Rings is another example in it. And basically this, I don't necessarily, it shows like, I love how in the beginning they show that, like the image of him on that mountain, mastering all his art forms, like that, and I love it. It's shot at the perfect distance, so that you can't really tell how tall it is, how the figure is, like if he's short or he's tall. And then it goes into like a modern point of view story. And it follows these two characters. Oh shit, I completely forgot their names. And essentially, Katara and Sakata, I forgot his name, her brother's name, but Katara and whatever, I forgot his name. But hopefully I'll get in another video. And they're just basically living their life. They look an awful like Inuits for the record. I think that's pretty cool. And it's pretty much. Oh yes, I forgot. They're in a tribe of basically the Water Tribe. Yes, I got that correct. And they basically live in the South Pole of their own world. I'm like, oh, that's clever. So it kind of has a different, the same metric system, not metric system, but same polar axis that our world has. And basically, there's Qatar is the only waterbender in the south region of the world. I'm not so sure. That's kind of risky to say, but oh well. And essentially, her and her brother are fishing one day, and like she actually takes her anger on this block of ice, huge block of ice, and it cracks and it opens with the so-called the Airbender, the Last Airbender, and essentially in that sense, in that sense is that they find him. It's like, oh, I'm like, oh wow, they find him now. even though it's built up a lot, there's not. It's still a short time to let it sink in. I think that's really smart and how cleverly written it is to show how much length you should get into there. Here you go, kids. Make your own decision from there, and it just cuts to the normal story it was supposed to be. I really like that. It's really smart, very clever. Like she essentially breaks this huge block of ice and it releases the main character. I'm like, oh boy, how old is he? What does he look like? And he's like probably 12, which is he's short and he's bald. He has these arrows on him, and he has this effect. And he goes like this, and his body essentially glows, which really looks good. And I love the animation. I love how crisp. It's not like stern. Oh, you can tell like this is purely animated. It's not. It's like Americanized anime. Oh, I hate saying that. I may get kicked in the head for saying that, but the animation for it is very good. It's really good. It's not distinctively like Japanese. There's like a lot of extremes with the action, and like with everything else, it's all shot really close, like this, almost. Looks much better. And through that distinction through the animation is really smart, and it really shows how fast it can go across this type of motion in it. And there's a lot of distinctions people can say between the anime of the resource it could take from in the American type of cartoon way it has, and it kind of walks in between that line of difference between those two. And it really is really good animation. Like, giving me props for that. That voice acting seems really redeemable, really believable, and very compromising in a sense. It's like these aren't like well-renowned famous voice actors. They're not the famous, and these it's so distinctive and so clear that they have essentially they have these kid actors probably the same age. Showing the vocal work for these characters in the show who probably are the same age as them, which makes a lot more sense and a lot more clever idealism for it in the film, because it really shows how much the voice really fits the age. And maybe the brother a little bit, because he seems like he's 15, 16, and seems like he has the voice like the voice that I would have, which will explain a little bit weirdly because I'm 19. And it seems like he's 16 or 15, something like that. And his sister's probably like 15 or 14. But it seems really believable. It seems they could really put off well. And by the way, I know it's like the fire tribe is coming to get Aang. By the way, that's his name, and I like that name. It seems really believable. It seems like a really nice name. And essentially, the fire tribe is coming again, and I love the look of the fire tribe. It really looks like Mongols, and I really like that. It's like really hardened leather that they would have. It's not like total style like engraved in it like how samurai would have, but it's very clever. It's very poignant and very clean and distinctive armor, like how the Mongols would have worn. And it's obvious that it's heavy leather, and it really is. And I love the design of the helmet. It really looks cool. They put it on. It has like a vocalized line like that, and that really looks like the Mongol armor, and it really took a lot of distinction in history and put into the show, and I love that. It's so smart. Then the story goes, it really seems believable in this type of world, because they've been waiting over 100 years for the Airbender to come back, and they want him to essentially, be part of the world and help them revolutionize against the fire tribe. And I think that's really smart, really clever. And essentially, there's this character who I think is like basically the brother's age, like 16, 17, like that, maybe around my age. And he has like this marking. Not so sure it's like a punch outline, but I think it's on his left or right eye. I forgot. I think it's on his left eye, and I love the way it looks. It's definitely like, if I covered a bit more shade here, but a bit more like how I look on here. Right. Actually a bit more like this, like, as you go through here, like that. I love how it looks. And the voice work from him is really good too. And I love how his grandfather with him is voiced by Mako, who's really good. I'm like, holy shit. I cannot tell it was Mako at all. It was really smart and very clever and believable in a sense too also. But damn, like, this show has such a good cult following, and I seriously am sold on it. Like, I do believe it does deserve all this good hype, and I'm really excited for the future for this. First two episodes are just great. Okay, they're not spectacular, because there's some things that left unanswered in my opinion, like, oh, why is it, there's only one, and there's some complaints out there, here and there, of course. But from these first two episodes, oh man, I forgot about say something else. Is that even though it's a cartoon, the cinematography, the way it can shoot some angles, like a certain perspective in a room or just a view of the landscape, is really good. It's really, really good. And I think, as I said before, is that I'm really seeing why so many people love the show, because it is so well made. It's so much great animation, voice acting, and so much things that really help fall into place with it. It seems really smart. It seems really smart and well thought out and really well. Looks like they knew from going this perspective of it, and now and just learn from it and keep going and going. And basically, it seems like in the sense that they're already planning for a long term in the future, which I think is really smart and really, really, really good for the series. And I can't wait for, basically until the first season ends, because as soon as the first season ends, I'm gonna make like an overall my review on that, and I'm not so sure how long that will be. I'm thinking that may be in the end of December or in the beginning of January, but I will make that video. I really hope I can. Oh, who the hell knows? I will make that video. I promise you that. I really hope I can make that promise. Well, I will make the promise. I will make like first like Avatar, the Last Airbender, for season 1 review overall, like what I thought of it. It's really good. But just based on these first two episodes, it seems really smart, really well developed, and really, really believable. Very smart. Such a smart and realistic for it. Like, I mind you, like, this is pretty much like how I said before, the Lord of the Rings in an animated style. And I'm like, oh, I love Lord of the Rings so much, and I'm loving this so much. I'm just getting more excited, more hyped about it. If you haven't seen the show, which I know a lot of people have been seeing it, check it out, because it's so damn good. It really is. It deserves all its hype. And I'm going to give the start for Avatar The Last Airbender a glaring 2 thumbs up. Go see it, check it out for yourself, and draw your own conclusion from it. And that's all I have for this video. Until the next video, I'm signing off.